The contest was heating up on night 3 of the Australian Open. As news of Rafael Nadal's shock defeat began to sink in, the next generation of superstars were already stepping up to the mark.
She is majestic in Melbourne.
All eyes were on 20-year-old up-and-comer Emma Raducanu and 18-year-old 7th seed Coco Gauff on Rod Laver Arena, two youngsters with extraordinary potential. Raducanu was thrust into the spotlight 2 years ago, winning her first Grand Slam at the US Open when she was ranked 150th.
Well, the point's not over till it's over. Coco Gauff's reply to that is that it's simply an inspiration.
But despite efforts, she was left trailing in the first set, 6-3.
Yeah, man, first set,
Great
go.
way to close out the set.
The Brit upped the pressure in the second, returning a break point, but the American teenager didn't miss a beat.
Strong at the net.
Finally sealing the deal in a breathtaking tiebreaker.
Game, set, match, go.
She tried something different, it worked.
World number 3, Stefanos Tsitsipas, walked onto Rod Laver Arena wondering what he was up against after Aussie wildcard Rinky Hijikata's stunning comeback in round 1. But he had little to sweat over. The 169th in the world gave it his all.
Oh yes. That was pretty extraordinary. That was a shoelace backhand.
But was no match for the Greek star, contesting his 6th Australian Open. He took the first set 6-3.
Tsitsipas got that serve very right.
Try as he might, Hijikata failed to win a game in the second set, which took just 23 minutes.
Hijikata won't go gluten-free in this second set. He has been bageled.
There was a little more heat in the third, the score no reflection of effort.
Super shot from the youngster.
But the Australian could only pull off 2 more games.
What a complete performance from Steph Tsitsipas.
Tsitsipas had come prepared for victory. World number 10 Madison Keys brought her A-game to Margaret Court Arena against 79th seed Wang.
That's a great close from Madison. She's handling the overhead exceptionally well.
After a knee concern for Wang 3 games in, the 27-year-old American took the first set comfortably, 6-2. Injury woes continued to plague the 21-year-old from China in the second.
Well, it's a bit of a tumble here from Wang.
No match for the semi-finalist, who progressed to round 3 in short, straight sets.
Just long. And that is a great match from Madison Keys.
There was drama in the next match on Margaret Court from the get-go as Aussie wildcard John Millman took on 7th seed Daniil Medvedev.
Well, gets a break straight out of the blocks.
Millman fired back, breaking the second game, setting the tone for the rest of the opener.
Finally, John Millman gets the break back.
33-year-old Millman, who famously upset Roger Federer at the 2018 US Open, put up an impressive fight before losing the first set 5-7. He started slipping in the second, picking up just 2 games.
Oh, that's big serving. Daniil Medvedev takes a commanding 2-0 lead.
The 2-time Australian Open finalist continued his strong form in the third, sending the Aussie packing in straight sets.
Game, set, match, Medvedev.
That was classy. That had it all tonight.
First set, he managed to break me 3 times. That's not that often that it happens, so I must be a little bit disappointed with myself, but he played amazing, so big credits to John.
It was a much tougher contest for last year's runner-up Danielle Collins. She was put through the ringer by 133rd seed Karolina Muchova.
Oh, that is otherworldly.
The underdog claimed the first set in a tiebreaker.
And she got there in the end. Very good effort mentally to keep competing as well as she did.
The American gathered momentum in the second, winning 6-2.
Oh, it was too short.
But the Czech had more in the tank, causing Collins to lose her cool.
Brilliant. And Collins a little blindsided by the brilliance of Muchova. The racket goes.
She was pushed to a tiebreaker in the decider with a slightly awkward mix-up, forgetting it was first to 10.
7-3, Collins.
Collins thinks she's won it.
10 points.
She did get there just a few minutes later.
This time the racket goes down, the arms go up, and Collins conquers Muchova in an absolute classic.
Aussie wildcard Jason Kubler continued his impressive form on Cain Arena, giving Karen Khachanov a run for his money, including this extraordinary 70-shot rally that lasted 1 minute 40.
Oh, goodness me! Well, that rally didn't deserve that. It's the longest rally I think I've ever seen. 70 shots! Unbelievable!
But the 18th seed refused to bow to pressure, progressing in 4 sets.
He's done it again. Karen Khachanov through to the 3rd round of the Australian Open for the 5th time in his career.
Khachanov goes on to play Frances Tiafoe in the 3rd. After rain shut down play yesterday, 11th seed Cameron Norrie went on to win in 4 sets against Frenchman Constant Lesten in a catch-up match. Thanasi Kokkinakis and Fabio Fognini were also playing catch-up. The Aussie continued his domination, wiping the Italian out of the Australian Open with an ace.
Well, it took a while, thanks to the weather, but finally Thanasi Kokkinakis is through to the 2nd round.
He'll take on Andy Murray in round 3. And in an even quicker contest, world number 8 Daria Kasatkina was knocked out of the Australian Open in a stunning upset by Varvara Gracheva, the match lasting under an hour. And in an unexpected thriller, fans on court 3 were treated to an awesome contest between Polish top 10 Hubert Hurkacz and Italy's Lorenzo Sonego.
Oh, that's incredible!
The Europeans went set for set. It was past 1 a.m. when Hurkacz finally finished it off in the 5th.
Hubert Hurkacz is into the 3rd round of the Australian Open for the very first time in his career.
6-3, 6-3.